Back here on BTN Live as Iowa is headed back to the Rose Bowl for the first time since January of 1991, nearly 3 full years before the man who will quarterback the Hawkeyes at this year's granddaddy was even born. That man, C.J. Beathard, kind enough to join us now on BTN Live. C.J., take me back to Sunday and the reaction from the team when you found out that you were officially headed to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, we were excited. Obviously we just come off a tough loss to Michigan State in the Big Ten championship, so we were still hurting over that a little bit, and we knew it was either, our destiny was either the Rose Bowl or the Fiesta Bowl, and we were hoping for the Rose Bowl. And when we found out, it was really exciting, and it was sort of a kind of medicine for us after that loss last night. And it's the next best thing. It's the biggest bowl game you can go to. It's granddaddy of them all.
And so it is the first time in a quarter century that Iowa will be out in Pasadena. Not just you, I don't believe any player on this team was even born the last time the Hawkeyes were out there. So what does it mean for the program to be headed back to Pasadena?
Yeah, it means a lot. Anytime you're playing in the Rose Bowl game, it means you had a successful season. And, this season has been a great season for us and our team and for Coach Ferentz. And I know it's big for Coach Ferentz, too. He's never been the head coach of a Rose Bowl team, and we're getting to do that for him and for this team. It's big for this program.
Talking with Iowa quarterback C.J. Beathard here on BTN Live. C.J., how long did you get to enjoy the glow of that Rose Bowl invite before you started turning your attention to the opponent, Stanford?
We're actually, we still haven't even started looking at him yet. Coach Ferentz gave us the day off today, and trying to, kind of look back on the season, kind of reflect and kind of get healthy. We had some guys that got banged up on Saturday night, and we found out about it on Sunday. We were playing in the Rose Bowl, and it's Coach Ferentz's plan to give us Monday off, and we'll start looking to Stanford tomorrow, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure you'll see a lot of similarities between that Stanford defense and the one you faced on Saturday in that Michigan State defense. What can you take away from that loss? What do you have to do better when you play a defense that is similar to the one you saw in Indianapolis?
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities in Michigan State's defense and Stanford's. I think it's it'll be a good matchup for us, and as was Michigan State. And we just came out on the losing edge of the Michigan State game, and it hurt and it stings, but getting the chance to play in this Rose Bowl game will be nice for us.
C.J., that was not only your first loss as a starter, but obviously the first loss of the season for you as a team. So what was the response like? What was the reaction like from the guys in the locker room?
Yeah, it was different. We hadn't experienced a loss all season long, and every time we've been in that locker room after a game, it was an exciting moment, and it was joyful. And obviously on Saturday night, it was the opposite, and it was a tough loss. We felt like we played tough and played hard the entire game, but we just couldn't finish there at the end, and they had the ball last, and you'll live with it and you'll learn from it, and you just got to move on from it.
Just a few more minutes with Iowa quarterback C.J. Beathard here on BTN Live. C.J., I know it was disappointing post-game, but how about pregame and the turnout during the game from the Iowa faithful who basically turned Indianapolis into Iowa City East for the weekend?
Yeah, we've got a great support system, great fans, the best fans in the country, and we're glad that we could get there for them. We do it for the fans, we do it for this team, we do it for the coaches, and obviously we would have liked to win the game, but that's not the way it happened, and we're really thankful to have the fans and that we do, and hopefully we'll have a good turnout at the Rose Bowl as well.
Lastly, C.J., you're one of 3 Big Ten teams to play as part of this year's New Year's Six. What does that showing tell the rest of the country about what we already know regarding the Big Ten's strength inside the league?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people realize that this year. The Big Ten, without a doubt, I think, is the toughest conference this year. And there are a lot of good teams within the conference. And, it goes from Michigan State, Ohio State, and to us, and all the way up and down. And it's just a good conference all the way up and down. And I think we showed that all season long, getting beat and beating each other up within the conference. And that's a tribute to the teams in this conference and the players and the coaching staff. And we're excited to be able to play in this January 1st Bowl, and it's an honor for us. The Rose Bowl is the granddaddy of them all, and it's an honor to be playing in it.
Well said. Iowa quarterback C.J. Beathard joining us on BTN Live. C.J., truly appreciate the time and congrats on that invite to play on Pasadena.
Thanks, I appreciate it.